House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching. Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's caught. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. The jet sweep pass. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this to the playoffs. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offensive line to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he hauls it in at the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires left. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Quarterback will keep it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running behind that left side. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. A little release to the back. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That's where I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, how did you make that move? And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos. Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Keep spinning the beam like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Working that left side. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
And everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Running back searching for a hole. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not...
Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
1st down for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. What a snag by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up to the 41-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out fast. Nothing but green ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they got it at the 33. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Splits the uprights. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
On the play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. On the move. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll go to the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that now? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
The quick out. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Great job creating space. He brought a little bit of space. His quarterback puts it on the money. Man, he's just got to do the rest and haul that in. That is a big missed opportunity for this offense.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him this time. And they're able to make the tackle.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, I'm trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Green. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he reels it in inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Broncos will hustle to the line. Snaps it in the shotgun. Skips away from pressure. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. Dances away. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
29.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll run this play from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback checking the play. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dumps it to the back. Tosses it incomplete.
It's incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 37, Boise State 29.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he's got enough space. Touchdown, Broncos. And they take it in for 6 more points. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. He wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You can tell they're breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Good timing on the quick out. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't O-lane blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block.
He's loose. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run to the left. Touchdown, Boise State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments when we get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things then leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's got it near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Fires into the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been...